Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for watching if it's your first time, or if you're returning, I guess thank you too. But you already watched one beforehand, so theoretically, I've already thanked you. But anyways, Stranger Things 5. Man, just about 10 years in the making. This show's been going on for so long. It's crazy to see it finally be over. I'm really happy that we got a fifth season. I feel like 5 is a really perfect way to end. I know they always said 4 or 5, and 5 seems right. They did bring it down to 8 episodes, but the finale is like 2 hours, so it still kind of does feel very long, just like season 4 was. Season 4 did feel a little bloated, and the season does maybe 1 or 2 episodes. I did feel like, okay, there was a little bit of padding here, but it wasn't anything too egregious. And the way they structure things with the volumes, the finale has enough in it to kind of justify that 2 hours. I was on board. I was ready for it. There was a lot that they didn't even really, they didn't address totally everything. Like, they don't really fully clarify what, for one, where Owens is. Like, that's one big thing. He was in season 4. Briefly, they just never. I can't remember if he was in 4. They don't give, each character really like a full send off scene. I know some people were asking for more scenes. Like, I wish this would have, been wrapped up this. And I think just to kind of address, I guess, a vocal or a big or a small group of people who like are totally over the show. They just want it to end, and it just goes to show like people do want everything addressed with all of our. I mean, I could have counted it, but it's over 10 characters that we have, and it's. I just don't think there's anything they could have done to surpass the expectations that people had with the 3 years in between seasons from the last. So I think a lot of people just so big, and so many people enjoyed it, and it's been going for so long. And it's doubled down on its sincerity. Like, this season is very, they're doing a lot of planning, they're doing a lot of mission briefs, and it does feel very D&D coded, but and there's a lot of sincerity. They're like very serious. The stakes are high, and everyone is being very heartfelt. This season did feel like Stranger Things in that aspect. Yes, it doesn't quite have the same mystery and the same mystique the first season had, because a lot of people say, "Oh, it after season 1, season 2, it didn't feel quite the same." And I think they retain the core feel, especially with the characters. Like, that is what we're here for. So it's really, I think it's a miracle they did as good of, especially an ending as they did. And this, even if the season, was a little rocky, but just to go into like this new season or this new batch of episodes, including the finale, I really enjoyed it. I think Shock Jock was my favorite of the first 3. Like, I haven't seen a lot of people really say that, but I really liked it. It was high energy, but there was still, time to kind of chill whenever, Dustin and Steve were there in the Upside Down, in the old lab, and Nancy and Jonathan. Not till 6 they have their real heart to heart. They have their breakup proposal, which was really sweet. uh, and Dustin and Steve finally make up. So it's really cool them having these pivotal moments in the Upside Down. I mean, it's just crazy how this show has evolved. Uh, it's been such a long time coming, and there's sci-fi stuff, some new stuff like the matter melting, changing the compounds of the walls and everything around them. I think episode 6 and 7 were also good. The bridge was good. I think the finale is where they really pull out all the stops and they do their best to really wrap everything up. I mean, there's a 40-minute epilogue, which I did appreciate. They understand that like the characters are what drives the show, and it definitely looks like it informs the writing. I love that Mr. Clark is on the team. I know a lot. He was a fan favorite from the earlier seasons, and they do their best to make him look cool. He's like a cool teacher you would want, and they fully have him on board. Like Erica slowly tells him everything, and he's in the Upside Down. I mean, they bring everybody in. They bring Vicky in. I mean, it's kind of comical how many characters there are. I really did think that. I think everyone really had their moment in the finale. And, I mean, spoilers as well, probably here on. But 11 has her final moment. And it's left ambiguous or whatever if she survived or not. But 11 had her moment. I love that Joyce got to kill Vecna. That was so full circle. There were so many good moments. Dustin, like, keeping Eddie's memory alive by doing the crazy graduation thing, and Erica even helping out with that. The thing with Ted and Karen felt weird. Like, they just kind of were in a coma and then they were okay. And they don't even address Ted. Like, he's just in a coma the whole time while Karen is being a badass, I guess. But that's just the hand waving, You just you gotta go with it. If you're not watching the show, like, emotionally and watching it sincerely, things like that are gonna bother you. And you're gonna be like, oh, what about this? What about this? Let me point out all the plot holes. That's just not how you're supposed to watch everything. This show is very heartfelt and very like, lovey-dovey for lack of a better term. Like the characters talk about their feelings and being safe and being there for each other. It's a beautiful show in a lot of ways. And I think finally all the actors, once they all had something to do in the final episode and, here and there in a lot of other episodes, all the actors were a lot better too. The acting hasn't been like totally the best. Like, I think everything just culminated really well. Man, it's real. I really. It sucks that this show is over, but like I went all out. Like I got Hellfire pants and I have my jacket that I usually wear, but my cat's on it. I think I'll definitely have a lot of nostalgia for each one of these seasons and the points in my life I was at in each one of those seasons. So, thank you for watching. Look out for more videos. Especially on Fire and Ash. Look out for more videos, especially on Avatar. I have a lot of thoughts on Fire and Ash, as you can expect. So, thank you for watching.